I'm going to ask you a question. Do you feel stuck in your career? Do you feel underpaid, unmotivated, and just basically sitting there being quietly unhappy all day? And I totally get it. I've been there myself. Okay, I'm still in the same 9 to 5, still in the same job, pretty much doing the same role. But something is now different for me. I'm not stuck anymore. Not because I quit or because I'm doing something drastically different or I won the lottery or inherited a huge amount of money. I just decided to do something about it. So in this video, I'm going to show you exactly what feeling stuck actually means. And I'm going to give you 4 steps on how you can become unstuck this very day. So if that sounds like it's right up your street, gently tap that like button, gently tap that subscribe button, and we can crack straight on. Okay, so let's talk about what being stuck actually feels like and means, because it's not always that obvious. It's the Sunday dread that starts to sort of creep in around 3 p.m. onwards. It's having no energy left after work, none for exercise, none for people, none for even yourself. It's living for the weekends and watching the clock all day and telling yourself it's not that bad when even when you know it is really that bad. It's watching other people move forward when you just feel like you're just standing still. And this is the one that really gets you, is feeling guilty for just wanting to have a bit more and not being grateful for what you have. But this is the thing. Being stuck isn't a lack of ability, okay? We may tell ourselves that. I used to tell myself that all the time. It's not that. It's just simply a case of lack of direction. And the longer you go without having that clear direction, the harder it seems to find a way out. So I'm going to give you 3 career truths that I've learned with my 20 plus years of working experience. Okay, so truth number 1, stability can become a trap. Okay, so I can tell you now that comfort is very seductive. Okay, it numbs the urgency. You end up telling yourself that you'll just do this for another year, then, we'll sort it out next year. I'll look at changing jobs next year, but then another year goes by and you think to yourself, well, I'm all right here. It's fine. It will do. I'll just put it off. I'll do it next year. Okay. It's very, very dangerous. I should know that's what happened to me. Okay. I did this for years and years and years. And before I knew it, a decade had gone by. And I thought to myself, what the hell's happened to the last 10 years? I can honestly turn around and say, I've not really learned anything new or anything important, anything that can help my career or help me progress through life within that period of time. The longer you stay somewhere that doesn't grow you, it becomes then harder for you to leave. Now, I'm not saying you have to quit tomorrow. I'm just saying that don't let comfort stop you from exploring other possibilities. Okay, so truth number 2, your job is not your identity. Your job title doesn't define you. Okay, it never did. Your skills matter far more than what your job description says. My full-time job is still in manufacturing, but I don't see myself as a manufacturing guy anymore. Okay, I see myself as someone who likes growing businesses. I see myself as someone who likes to build things, likes to solve problems and learns things and creates things on the side. That shift is how I now see myself. And that's what got me out from feeling stuck. Okay, so truth number 3, waiting for clarity is a mistake. Most people will wait for that perfect sign, that clear path, that perfect moment, okay, when all the stars align. Well, what if I tell you that that never really happens, okay? That doesn't happen. It happens to such rare circumstances that you can't rely on that. There is no perfect time. Clarity does not come from thinking. It comes from movement. And actions will then create confidence. You don't need to know where you're going to be in 5 years' time, okay? That's pretty much impossible. There's just too many factors to consider. You just need to know 1 or 2 steps ahead, that's all. Okay, so what do we do about trying to get unstuck if we are feeling stuck? Now, I've broken this down into 4 steps. These are 4 things that have helped me get unstuck in my current position, okay? They've made me feel a lot better about myself, a lot more confident, and generally given me direction and hope for the future. Okay, so step 1, this is an important one, okay? This is one that you can implement straight away. Stop making permanent decisions when you're in a temporary mood. Okay, so what do I mean by that? Well, in other words, don't make decisions if you're feeling in a rational mood. Okay, you don't need to rush anything. You don't need to quit your job tomorrow. This is a long game. We're playing the long game here. Now, if you're really struggling with your job, and you want to quit tomorrow, you feel like you just can't do anymore. Look, I totally get that. But this is where you've got to think rationally. Okay. This is quitting your job tomorrow is not really an option for 99% of people. We need income. We need the money. Okay. We've got bills to pay. But the way I did it, I felt immediately better when I started building skills, when I started making content, because that started to give me direction. It started to give me clarity on my life. It essentially gave me hope that there is light at the end of the tunnel. And I am in no longer a massive rush to leave my job, even though, like I said previously, I don't mind my job. My job is fine. It's my commute that is the absolute pig, which I really struggle with. But I know deep down that I will eventually get there. But I'm playing the long game. I'm trying to make myself feel better whilst I'm still in my job. That way, it just makes everything feel more bearable because I know that I'm moving in the right direction. Now, I hope that all makes sense. Okay, so step two, very obvious one, build skills on the side. Okay, there is no excuse. We have an abundance of, AI tools, online courses, YouTube, lots of free stuff. You can literally learn anything. Okay, this is entirely on you now. If you want to spend your evenings sitting there watching Netflix, then that's up to you. But then you can't complain that you're not progressing through life. You have to dedicate, several hours in the evening, time at the weekends to just developing yourself, bettering yourself, and giving you a much more realistic chance of reaching that end goal that you desperately want. And the thing is, you don't have to learn something completely from scratch. You can use your current skills and make content with it. If you're an accountant, start a YouTube channel about accountancy. If you're a tradie, then again start a YouTube channel, or build an app with no code, something that's for builders or people in the trade. I don't know, but there's so many options there now where you can just turn everyday skills or your current skill set into other income streams, or like I say, learn something completely new. But that again, that's going to be a longer game. You have to bear that in mind. Like I say, we're in no rush here. We're just trying to make ourselves feel better about our current situation. Okay, so step three, create before you leap. Now, it's never a good idea to tell your boss to go and stick it and then think, you know what, I'll quit my job and then I'll learn the skills once I quit my job. Okay. That's pretty stupid because we don't know how long it's going to take you to learn those skills. You may actually start learning something and decide that you don't want to do that. Okay. We want to be in a position where we've still got that stability, but we are bettering ourselves in that spare time that we have, because trust me, it will be a lot less. It won't be anywhere near as stressful. You will probably enjoy it more. It will give you options. It will give you choices. If you're not happy with what you're currently learning on the side, you can then think to yourself, okay, well, I'm going to start again. No pressure. Let's try and find something else. And this is exactly what's happening with me at the moment. It wasn't an option for me to suddenly quit my job. I have a family. I have a mortgage, so I had no choice then to build skills on the side. Document my journey on X. Show what I'm doing on YouTube. Do my educational content on YouTube. Build my SaaS products, because, like I said, that by doing that, it's improved my current situation because I feel a lot happier about myself. I'm no longer in any massive rush. I no longer resent going in every single day because I feel like I now have a purpose and I feel like I now have a clear direction. Okay, and finally, step four, build a personal brand, even if it's a very small one. Before you start panicking and think, my God, who's going to want to see me? Who's going to want to follow me? I've got no charisma. I've got nothing to offer. You don't have to be the next Mr. Beast. Okay, you don't need tens of millions of followers. You simply need a loyal base. You need to have something you offer, something where be a few steps ahead of people so they can learn from you. And build trust with your audience. That's simply all you need. I've seen YouTube channels who have got, less than 500 subscribers generate over 100K a year because they're monetizing their channel correctly. I have literally watched some of the most boring people alive on YouTube. Okay, I've fallen asleep through many of their videos. You might be falling asleep to this video. I really hope not, but you may think, God, this bloke's boring. Fair enough. Can't argue with that. But okay, I've literally fallen asleep to some people's videos. Okay, and these people are making hundreds of thousands, if not millions, through monetizing their channel because they built trust. They're offering a service, they're offering a product. They're a few steps ahead of people in their journey, and they are just average Joes, okay, like me and you. So you don't have to be full of charisma. You don't have to be extremely good looking. You don't have to be anything that you think you need to be someone on YouTube or TikTok. Just be yourself, create value, and that's all you need to do. Okay, so that's about it for this video. Hope you got some value from it. And remember, look, I know a lot of you are fed up of being in your 9 till 5. You're feeling completely stuck and you feel like there's no way out. Okay, there is always a way out. You just don't have to make the big decision straight away. You've just got to make a few small adjustments to your life straight away. Just make a start. That way you will instantly start feeling better. You'll feel hopeful. You'll feel like you're finding direction. You'll feel like you're having a purpose again. So making just that small step to start with, by deciding what you're going to do, by creating content, it will just give you that little glimmer of hope. Okay, trust me on this, because it works charm for me. I feel much better about myself. I'm much more comfortable in my job. The commute doesn't bother me quite so much anymore because I know eventually at some point this will all pay off and I will not ever have to do that ever again. Okay, which has been a long time coming, been waiting for that for a long time now. And there are so many success stories out there, people quitting their 9 till 5 and doing something that that gives them now fulfillment, gives them a lot more income, and they're finding that they're finding their feet again, they're finding their purpose, because that's all we want in life, isn't it? We want to have time, we want to have purpose, we want to have direction. And hopefully this video will help you with that. So again, hit the like button, subscribe button if you're not subscribed already. There's a video above which is 40 questions, 40 lessons, 43 lessons that I've learned since I've been on this planet, basically. Check that out, and I shall see you all very, very soon.